if the Quran claims that there were prophets sent to other nations in their own languages, we should at least find a breadcrumb of one book. The only books we find are the Jewish books, which claim to be from God and preserved. So if Allah is telling us the truth, how come we can go to France, we can go to Morocco? If I ask them, what was the prophet that was sent in your language? Does anyone have a book? Not one person in this entire earth.
That's interesting. So you do believe that there was no prophet sent to the nations?
I'm saying, where's the evidence?
Okay.
Because I don't believe that. The Bible, I believe the claims of the Bible that the prophets were only sent to the Israelites.
Okay.
So we have the Israelites who have the books from the prophets that they claim to have existed.
Yeah?
Yes. So I'm saying to you, if we disagree with that, let's go by the evidence. Because that's why I said, what's the difference between a liar and someone who's telling the truth? And it's based on.
So you do believe that there was no prophet sent to all than the Israelites, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Apart in the Old Testament, you had, for example, Jonah and whatnot, but not
Jonas. Jonas.
Yeah,
what
but
about Jonas?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In terms of the Bible, you had like exceptional stuff, but not to every single nation across the world.
Okay.
As in with the claim of the Bible is the Quran. So that's what I'm saying. If we
so do you believe that? Okay, obviously you believe what's purely is written in the Bible, but the Jewish in that tradition, or even on the Talmud, the oral tradition of the Talmud, they say that the older nations can have prophets as well.
They can have prophets.
They can have prophets.
Do you believe the Talmud is inspired?
The Talmud is part of the revelation, not everything, because there's a transmission. There's obviously some writing which has been added into it, but the understanding that they have of the Torah and some of the information that they have has been transmitted from Moses. The proof I can give you from the Gospels, in the book of Matthew chapter 23, Jesus, peace be upon him, said, the Pharisees, not the Sadduceans. The Sadduceans, they had the Torah, the Tanakh. The Pharisees are sitting on the chair of Moses. So be careful to listen to everything they say and to follow everything they tell you to do. Okay. By the way, no Christian are doing this. And it also says that they tie a knot around people's neck, that they will be in the same hellfire as the Pharisees. So there's more context to that, all I'm saying. Hold on. But you can't take this verse, otherwise you're just nullifying the verse. Or the verse means this. Or otherwise something, there's a lie somewhere.
The verse is saying at the time they were the authority.
No, it's not at the authority. They had the transmission.
It doesn't talk about oral transmission. Saying they sit on Moses' seat doesn't mean they had an oral tradition. It means they have the authority because they sat within the highest echelons of Judaism in terms of dishing out rulings. So let's get back to the point. All I'm trying to say is, you made a claim about how something should be revealed, I'm making the claim that if something is from God, it should have veracity in terms of verifiable claims. So for example, that's why I say with the crucifixion, we can go outside of the Bible.
Okay. Listen, you're talking about different things.
Okay, let me ask you a simple question, and I'll let you respond, and I won't interject.
No problem.
Do you believe that if God makes a claim, that we should be able to verify most of these claims?
Okay.
Do you agree? Or do you think, for example, God can make loads of statements and we can't find any evidence that supports it, and we'll still believe it's from God?
Well, obviously, obviously, when you're saying this, you're claiming that there's things that we cannot verify. We're talking about
No, but I'm just asking, do you agree or disagree with my statement?
Having a lack of transmission and a lack of communication regarding certain claim is not because you have a few transmission or almost no transmission or nothing or no how can I say, no material, that it means that the claim is wrong. No, we have this.
No, I'm saying, do you believe that there should be at least a certain level? I'm not saying, because as I said, things can be lost to history, but I'm saying, do you think some of the claims should be verifiable?
Okay, cool. You claiming?
No, but I'm saying, do you agree or disagree with that statement?
I do believe. I do believe that we can see the signs of the claims.
So we should be able to investigate the claims.
No, we should be able to see something. So maybe you have something. You were talking about the nations, yeah?
Yes.
You're saying that they don't have any prophets.
Yes.
Why do you believe so?
because we don't have any evidence to support it. One, the claim from the Bible is that the prophets were primarily sent to the nation of Israel.
Okay.
And two, if there's anything to contradict that claim, obviously I mentioned Jonah.
Who says that he would be only the son of Israel?
Well, the sign of Israel being favoured, that was said to Abraham, was that the prophethood would be given to Israel, which is Jacob.
Jacob, but but the covenant. It doesn't mean that other people...
The sign of the covenant was the prophethood.
Huh?
The sign of the covenant was prophethood.
No, prophethood. Prophethood would be given is in descent. It doesn't mean that they cannot go... other people won't have any prophets.
Yeah, but so let's go with that claim. If other people can, I'm saying give us the evidence that other people have.
Okay. So before Abraham... Okay, that's fine, okay.
That's all I'm saying, because if something is to contradict that claim, we then should have evidence to support it. The Quran claims that all the nations were sent, or most of the nations were sent prophets in their own language. If I go to France, Morocco, Ethiopia, China, and ask them, there's not one...
But that's not the understanding. You're taking the understanding that suits you to attack the Quran.
No, but
that's what you're doing.
When we spoke before, you said, and I quote, or maybe... hopefully not misquote, but you said even if there's oral transmission, people generally write down the revelation because the revelation is not written.
Yeah, but this wasn't the case until, let's say, when scriptures has been developed.
Right.
These last 2 centuries. I'm saying before, most of the people did not have much way of writings. I'll give you an example. In America, the people in America, these people believe in the Great Spirit, the creator of everything, that guides people to the right path. Who do you believe they received as a knowledge? Who informed them of this?
Well, we would say you can see like inscriptions that they have, or they may not have a central book because some of them is not a religious doctrine.
No,
it's a belief.
It can be a teaching. It can be not necessarily a book. It can be just a teaching from their prophets.
For example, in India they have the Bhagavad Gita, or however you say it. So these are all things that people have written down. We have Buddhism. We have.
No, you got Buddhism, but it doesn't mean that necessarily all the nation would have scriptures. I'm saying the nations received prophets, and they have guidance. So I'm giving you, for example, an example. North America, the Native American, they claim, they believe about the Great Spirit, the one, the creator, that guides in the right path. Where do you believe they got this?
We can say that was passed down, but remember, you're not dealing with my claim though, because I'm saying give me one out of every single nation. Because remember, I'm not asking for absolutes, so I can say, as part of my argumentation, yes, there will be some nations that may not even have a physical book, but not to have one out of every single nation, I do not find that believable, because we have the Bhagavad Gitas, we have other things, people writing or documenting their nation. So I'm saying, even to make it simple, give me one nation that makes a claim that there was a prophet that spoke monotheism that was sent to them. Don't even give me a book. Give me the name of the prophet that took monotheism.
No. I think it's the same as claiming, prove me that Moses split the sea.
No. I'll tell you why. That's because you said the ancient the American Indians. You said no, but let me make my point. You said, and I'll let you respond, and I won't interrupt. You said the American Indians believe in spirituality. You said, where did that come from? So you're trying to make me confirm that yes, it would have come from an oral tradition. So I'm saying, where is the oral tradition, even of a prophet, using your same criteria?
Okay. What actually I'm saying is the monotheism. Do you believe that the whole earth has been flooded? Do you believe so?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Right. So at some point there was like only monotheist, yeah? Okay, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm just trying to see how that links to the flooding.
I'm saying linking to the flooding. I'm just saying to you, we have this trace of monotheism, of teachings in the belief, the remaining belief of some nations. Such as we say North America. We have as well China. 3000 BC.
What
No,
was
you don't believe.
monotheism?
Monotheism.
What is the evidence for that?
I have the. I can't give it to you
Okay.
now, but they refer to someone saying you're the only one God, creating to the only one God
Okay.
as the creator, obviously. Or for example, who they called, I can't remember the name, it's maybe Shangli, I don't know. They refer as the creator above the 7 heavens.
Okay.
Yeah, they had this belief in China 3000 years BC. Now, I would say, if they believe in the 7 heavens, like I believe, like the Jew believe, you believe in 7 heavens?
Not in the Islamic 7 heavens, no.
So you don't believe in the 7 heavens?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, they have this belief. If you go, for example, to some, for example, the Vikings, you see they have the belief in angels, Valkyries, taking souls of the fighters.
Right.
And they believe in heaven and hell. They have all these beliefs.
Right.
Obviously, the story behind this is a bit different.
Right.
But do you believe that? So how do they get this information?
Again, so you have, for example, folklores and whatnot, and there will be some convergence in terms of the stories. But what I'm asking you for, because what you're appealing to is there must have been some sort of revelation, and maybe it got distorted, or there was that must have come from some sort of revelation. I'm saying no. I'm saying because the evidence shows, for example, if we go to the Aztecs and they worship the moon, and we went to China and they worship the moon or the sun god, it doesn't mean there was any central system that taught them that. That was just a natural belief that they looked in the sky. So I'm saying with these sort of things that you're claiming, heaven and hell, it doesn't necessitate that it came from a single source.